Today you're going to be taking a look at the PTC Custom Fit Cabin Air Filter on our 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now our cabin air filter is going to do for our car what our furnace filter does for our house. It's going to make sure all the air that's coming in is going to be filtered and clean. What most people don't realize is that the air inside your vehicle can actually be up to 6 times more polluted than the air outside. Because let's face it, once we start the car, the air coming from outside there's a lot of other cars, allergens, emissions, and so on, comes in our car and then it gets trapped in here. Where our filter is going to make sure it filters all those pollutants and allergens out before it actually gets inside the cabin area. So we're going to go ahead and check our cabin air filter, see if it needs to be replaced, and since we have this new one, we'll go ahead and replace it if it is dirty. So we'll start out by coming to the passenger side. We're going to open up our glove box, and if we come to the side here, we're going to see this little cable that's attached to this little clip here. We need to remove that so the glove box can come down. So we'll just grab the cable, slide that tab down, and then I'll release it because on the inside there's just this little circle. And we can let it go for now. And if you look at the top of our glove box, we're going to have these little stops. We're going to pull inward on our glove box so they can slide down past there. Do the same thing on the other side so it can rotate down. And then we'll pull our glove box out once it comes down all the way, and we'll set it aside. Now if we look behind where we pulled our glove box out, we're going to have this rectangular plate right here. On the left-hand side or towards the driver's side, there's this little tab. We want to pull on that tab, and I'll release it. Then we're going to rotate it out and slide it towards the passenger side so we can get the cover off. And that'll expose our cabin filter. We can reach in and pull it out. Now here we can see we have our two filters side by side. Now our old filter is starting to discolor a little bit, so we know it's doing its job because we can see that it's starting to turn brown. If we open up the pleats on our filter, we can see that it is trapping some larger debris, which if that got into our heating and cooling system, it can cause a lot of problems. It either cause back pressure, which will eventually cause damage to the motor, or any other components down the line. So we're going to go ahead and replace our filter and put the new one in. When you put yours in, you just want to pay attention to the arrows where it says airflow, and that it is going to go in the right direction. When we pulled our factory one out, the arrows were pointing down, so we're going to put them back in that direction. Slide the new filter in, and then when we put the door back, the passenger side is just going to hook on. So we'll take the end on the passenger side, we're going to go past the point we need to, kind of hook it in place. We can just rotate the cover back until it locks back in. And on the bottom of the glove box, there's going to be these little notches. We want to fit the notches right around these posts so that it can go on the hinge properly. So we'll just line everything up. Kind of want to give a press in there a little bit. You want to make sure you grab the dampener. And we just lift our glove box up a little bit so those stops catch. We're going to take our dampener, put it in, and push it towards the top. Then we just close our glove box, and we're ready to hit the road. And that'll finish up your look at the PTC Custom Fit Cabin Air Filter on our 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee.